Motivational speakers and panel of discussants such as Reverend Dr. David Chukso-Bueli, General Obi Umahi retired, Dr. Joe Abba, Dr. Mark Abani, Professor Eugene Weke, Professor Omaka San, Professor Jesse Uneke, Professor Afam Icha Ituma, Mr. Zack Orji, Mr. Mohammed Abbas, Mr. Abdulmumin Yusuf, Archbishop Ede, Mr. Kanu Nwankwo, Mr. Peter Rufai, Pastor Eunice Oyeyemi were invited to speak during the lecture series. The first 3 days of the summit were used by the resource persons to prepare and expose the participants to the nitty-gritty of the subjects of discussion, and the remaining days were dedicated to the participants to make contributions and submissions that will change the narratives of our country. They used the opportunity to elect their leaders and representatives who drafted the communique for presentation at the closing ceremony and who will represent the state at the zonal level.
Every Nigerian, save 10% of your income. You're a businessman, you are in the corporate world, anybody that is a graduate and you can do something, those are abroad, save 10% of your income. Find 3 other young men that don't have the privileges that you have, invest it in them and move them up to your level. The way a nation develops is when the people own development by themselves. They catch the vision of it and own it.
There is high level of nepotism. People in government, they look at faces, and that is why mediocrity has taken over in Nigeria. Let me reassure you. If you know your onions, if you know whom you are, I want to assure you that no matter the situation and circumstance in this nation, no power can cover your glory.
Unless the politicians and our leaders give the youth a place to stand, they cannot move the world. You know, I told you about how much power is compounded in the hands of those that hold it. If we can give the youth a place to stand, they will move the world. I have no doubt about that. If you have good government, all of those other ills will be tackled. The leaders of institutions must be motivated to understand the value of youth participation.
Use your creativity. You must think outside the box. You need to stay competitive. Most of us, we work keeping in mind only our own progress, forgetting that we are part of a bigger society. When you are criticizing, find a solution as well for the criticism. In any single sphere across the piece, you don't like what the government is doing, make a suggestion for how it could be better.
If you maximize the population, work together as youth, you will be the one producing whoever has covered you. And our advice that you begin to be the one who will be produced, rather than to work for a godfather who will use you as a tool. How can the youth overcome godfatherism? The overcoming godfatherism is in your hand and you can achieve that. The youth should not wait to be perfect. The youth should be able to find their own way. I'm going to look at the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is a basic document every Nigerian should have. The Constitution is not just a legal document, it's also a political document, and a document that every citizen of this country should have. And I want to encourage the organizers of this program. If it's possible, we can let us get a copy of the Constitution and distribute to every Nigerian. It's very, very important. Don't let the society relegate you to background. We have a lot of women who are making great impact. Be like one of them. And therefore, the guys here, start working hard on yourself. Start looking inwards. Start working on yourself. Start stretching yourself, so that you begin to identify the things that you can offer the society that
that will help the society to be a better place for all of us.
Our own curriculum is designed in such a way to enable you figure out the business opportunity in that their own specialty and be able to use their business understanding to set up a business when you complete your studies.
Your character can protect your gift and talent. Your character can destroy you. No matter how good you are, if you cannot work with people, if people cannot stand you, you will not last. In costume designing, in cinematography, in film production, in makeup, in script writing, and at the end of it all, everything will culminate into an international film that will be shot with the best cameras, that will enjoy cinema film all over the country, and that will go to Netflix. It is possible. If you believe it, stand up and say it is possible.
Just remember that each point you create one job opportunity, you are actually creating a lot of opportunities down the line. Now, how? I have said these people may not, I'm not saying they don't have certificates. They may not have certificates. But even if they had, they would have taken the certificates and put them to the side and said, I want to go creative. And in pursuing creativity, we can see what and what they have achieved today.
Integrity, creativity, initiative. His Excellency is Governor and the entire people and leadership of Ebonyi State have done everything for you. The key of success in tourism lies in you. No more him, government, or your father. It is the youth who will challenge. Can you succeed?
If we destroy what they use, the taxpayers' money, your papa's money, and your brother's money to build, who is affected? Is it the politician or you? Say no to anybody inciting them politically, inciting them as a terrorist, inciting them as a religious figure against each other. Every religion is equal, but they are just different.
Now, when the gospel is there is always the least to rise. And I see many youth rising up from Ebonyi State. I see the son of Ebonyi State. I see people rising up from what is good and defending the nation from Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State has the best youth in Nigeria because we recognize the gospel. Thank you so very much. God bless you.
We return all the praise to God Almighty for the successes recorded by our dear Governor, His Excellency, Engineer Chief David Umahi, his hallmarks of excellence, and his commitment to the cause of nation building and youth's mainstreaming in national development, which has made the state to be recognized in Nigeria as a flagship of excellence in contemporary democratic governance. We thank him for what he stands for, his tenacity of purpose and rare passion to give our youths and indeed the people of Ebonyi State the best at all times. Part of the lessons learned and resolutions reached is captured in the words of John F. Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. And the Rwandan slogan, never again shall we destroy God's creature and human environment in the name of protest. To God be the glory. Courtesy, Ministry of Information and State Orientation, building a City of David.